Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to the Miss Lillian's page. I am Crysta from Litter to Glitter, a furniture artist out of Garland, Texas. And I'm still working on my Fiesta cabinet. I have to apologize. The last couple of weeks have just been wonky and crazy. But I'm back and I'm working on the Fiesta cabinet. So as you see, we finished the reverse blend on the sides and each panel on the front. We painted the inside. I poured some molds. We did that when we were in Tennessee, and you can't see it on camera, but on that corner, I swear to you, there's one already glued on, because I was playing this morning. I couldn't wait, but I had to stop myself because, I had to do something to show you guys what I was doing and to show you guys some cute little tips and tricks. So what I did was I used a mold and poured some molds. When they come out of your mold and they set, if you use the quick set, which I did, I use these. Austin is with me in the studio today. He's going to be taking comments and questions. So if you got anything, just throw them on in and Austin will shout them out to me. So when you come in, say hi, tell me what you're up to. And then I'm going to show you, I've got some in different stages here right now. So this one, fresh out of the mold. If you guys ever wonder, just real quick, I talk about purse brushes. This is my purse brush set because it folds up. And this is the set that I keep in my purse. So these are purse brushes. Somebody asked me before, you don't really carry purse brushes. Yes, I carry purse brushes. You never know when you're going to have a paint emergency. So I am using French roast. And with this, you can see it's no prepping over your mold that you're using. When you pour the mold, you don't have to prep it for your paint, which is awesome. If you wanted to prep and you're not sure, what I would recommend you using is the Miss Lillian's Pro Stick on it, but you really don't have to. And so on the other ones that I'm getting ready to show you, they are already have 2 coats on them. And so I'm just going to show you real quick how easy it is to paint these moldings. Now, some people like to put their moldings on first and then paint them while they're on. Me, depends upon the project. Sometimes I will paint them when they're off of the piece, and then other projects I will paint on the piece. This one I am painting off of the piece because I am going to be using my Tanglewood Super Shifters, and then I don't want those super shifters on the piece itself. So I'm going to paint these off the piece, gild them, and then glue them on completed. So I don't have to worry about getting any of my bleed over when I try to paint or gild. And so that is how simple it is to paint your pieces, your molding. So I'm done with this. I'm going to put my lid on. I'm trying to be good, guys. I'm really trying to be good about putting my tops and stuff back on. And then, let's see here. The one I have over here, I did in the Tempest. And all of these guys are beautiful. Now, I really do need to stress that these look best over top of your dark colors. And so who's up?
Someone on Twitch.
Oh.
Don't know who they are.
What'd they say?
They said they love the hairpiece. The flowers are adorable.
Thank you.
And they always said, always important to close paints.
Always important to close paints. Always, always, always. And so we got some comments from over on Twitch. So I am using the Tanglewood Super Shifters by Miss Lillian's. And I'm going into my moldings. Actually, let me see if I can roll around this way and show you guys what I'm doing on the camera. Get around my little makeshift workbench I made out of my crate. See those? And so I'm going in. Usually I do like to finger paint, but with these, I am just going in because on this middle molding that I'm doing, I am going to be doing a couple of different colors. And then on this one, because this one's going to be on the top as well, I'm going to be using the Tempest as well. And I am just using my brush and getting the tempest all over. And in just a minute, I will move it so you guys can see the shift that happens with this gilding jewel.
What are these pieces used for?
These are actual moldings that I poured out of acrylic, and they are going to be embellishments on the piece you see behind me here that I've already painted. And so they're going to use to add some texture and depth and some little ooh la la on the piece that I've painted in the background. And when I'm done, these will be glued on. It's a very easy, molds are a very easy way. If you buy a plain piece of furniture and you want to make it look a little bit more expensive, you can take a very plain piece of furniture and add moldings to give it a little more style and class and a little, you know, ba 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 boom. And so let me see if I can get these shifters on camera. There we go.
They also just said they look super pretty on there. Love the gradient in the pattern.
Thank you. I did a reverse stencil. Actually, what I did was I blended first, and then I used a Cricut and cut out this pattern. We custom did the pattern in vinyl, stuck it to the piece, and then where you see the dark, the French rose color is where I actually painted over top of the vinyl and then pulled it. So my blend underneath showed through my stencil, which was a reverse stencil process. So like this piece right here, once it dries, I will add it to the cabinet. Oh no, you can barely see it on camera. Let me lift my camera up just a smidge.
So Meg is on.
Right there. You can, then I will glue it onto the piece there. And then I've got two more I'm going to be doing at the bottom. And then this large one that I just showed is going to be, let's see if you can see it. You can't see it on the camera. Move you guys up just a little bit. You can see how this top is pretty plain. And so this piece is actually going to go in the center once it is adorned with my gilding jewels. And so it's going to add some depth, some texture to the piece. So let me get to comments real quick.
Meg says, what are your favorites in the shifters?
Oh gosh. Oh, wow. That is a really hard question because I have them all. I have all the shifters. And yes, that is a flex. I have them all. And so let's see here. Crystal ball. I love crystal ball. Just the color for crystal ball didn't work for this one, for this piece that I'm working on. But if you want to paint me into a corner and say you got to pick one, I love crystal ball. I'm really digging on this Tempest right now. Let's see here, the Wizard, the Alchemy, which some of the other ones that I use a lot of. I've got a board around here. Oh, it's over there. Never mind. I can get them a lot quicker. Oh, there it is. Since you asked that question, this is all my gilding jewels. They're right here. So this is my Tanglewood Sue. This is my super shifter drawer. Let's see here. Flicker is awesome. Minerva is a really good one if you want that purpley blue green shift. The Minerva is amazing. Alchemy is good. But if you painted me into a corner and said pick one, I would have to say that Crystal Ball is the one that I'm crushing on the most. So what other questions and comments we got there?
So Eris, the lady on Twitch, said, "Wow, oh wow, great thinking," and she also said, "Thank you for showing it."
Oh, you're welcome.
Meg said, "I love Lady of the Lake, but will also have would also love a pink purple. What do you suggest?"
Okay, Austin, do me a favor on my tablet. Pull up the Miss Lillian's website. I do have a board, and I will grab it here in just a second. And when I made this board, I didn't have all the colors in. I had, I think, 9, 10, maybe, I don't know how many of them are on the board, but I just got a couple more of them in. And before I could get my board made, 2 of them got hijacked by friends. And so I just reordered them today and to get those in, to get those on my board. So she was looking for a pink. What colors was she looking for in the shift?
For pink, purple.
A pink and purple. Now unicorn is pink purple with like a green gold in it as well. And so unicorn would probably be a good one. So unicorn, alchemy. I think I have that. I think I have alchemy. Austin, would you do me a favor? Would you crawl in front of the camera? You know,
there's alchemy.
There's alchemy, because they don't look the same once you paint them as they do on here.
And also,
in the jar.
said, what is crystal ball?
Crystal ball. Okay, so crystal ball is blue. It's a bluish green, and then a blue, and then it's got a violet. So my son is in the studio with me. He's in its tight quarters in here right now. He just stumped his toe. He cussing his mama underneath his breath. So okay, now did this one?
Sorry. Trying to, there's not enough room.
That's going on my bloopers reel right there. That's going to be my blooper reel. Crystal ball is blue, green, and violet. And so I did this board before I had all the colors, and I did this board really, really quickly over a bunch of colors. I was so excited when I got them in. Actually did this, if you've been following, I'm in Texas. We went to Tennessee for my birthday, and my friend that we went to go see it in Tennessee, her name is Sue. And Sue and the owner of Miss Lillian's, because I placed an order for them and expected them to be back when we get off vacation. They were actually connived and worked together and had them shipped to Sue's house. And so that was kind of a surprise for me. And so on vacation, we did this. And so this is the shifter. Is it? There you go. This is the shifter board that I made with all the colors that was in my order that got shipped to Tennessee. And so let me go through them, what's on my board here real quick.
Doing that makes us jealous.
Jealous. I was so, I wish that I could post the video, but there was some expletives in there when, because I didn't know that they did that. And that Marilyn had sent them to Sue to surprise me. Because she knew how much I wanted them. And I told her that Sue wanted to play with them as well, because they had just been released. And I said, well, when I get off vacation, I'll play with them when I get back. So Marilyn and Sue got together and sent them to Sue's. And so when they covered my eyes, it was like, we got something for you. And they opened it up. There were some expletives, so I can't post that video. But it's funny because I wasn't expecting them to show up. So this one on my little board here, like this is over French roast. This is charcoal. This is boho queen. And this is caviar jet. And so I wanted to make sure, because these are best over dark colors. And so up here is Minerva. And you can kind of see the way that it shifts there. The second one down is Sorcerer. And again, like I said, this was a makeshift quick board done with my fingers. And then Dragon Wizard. This is Crystal Ball right here. And so let me see if you can see if I can get it to, because on camera, it's really hard to get it to shift, but you can really see right in here over top of the jet black is you can see how it turns that purple into that pink. And so that Crystal Ball is one that I really, really like. And then I've got Lady of the Lake, Phoenix, Arthur, Flicker, Nightshade, Hemlock, Alchemy, and yeah, Alchemy is all the way at the bottom. So I will be making a better board, but this is this is a piece of plywood that I got when we were on vacation, and we made it into a board. I was just a little excited when I got them in Tennessee. So Sorry, I'm laughing, but yeah, it was a funny mess when it came in. Um, and because my husband couldn't believe that I was so excited about them, and we were on vacation and celebrating my birthday, and he's like, honey, are you sure?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, this is great." I just love the fact that they got shipped to Tennessee, and I got them while I was on vacation because I was kind of bummed I wasn't gonna be able to play with them until I got back.
So Meg's a unicorn, crystal, and alchemy.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm doing the last one that I'm gonna do in just the solid, which is in the Tempest. And again, this goes from like a blue. The Tempest is like a blue green. It's like a green into a teal, and is the shift on this. And so the outlining pieces that I'm going to put on each side on the corners are going to be in this. And I will show you guys here in just a second.
So Era said, lovely palette to show the color shift, always handy to have.
Very handy. I love it because there's a couple important things I need to tell you guys about the super shifters. One, will they work over lighter colors? Yeah, you're going to get some shift. You're going to get your best results, your best bling over your darkest, your more pigmented colors, which is normally your blacks. And so that's why when I did my board, I used very pigmented, very dark colors. So that's one. Also, it depends upon, I noticed that if you blobbed it on, you really do want a nice thin coverage of them. And a little bit does go a very, very long way. I barely tipped my brush in the super shifter jar, and I am still moving it all over the place. Now I'm going to make a confession here so you guys don't think that I'm absolutely nuts. I have been fighting with a fly in my studio today. He just decided he was going to come in, he was going to take up residence, and my studio is now his, and I'm just going to be an occupant moving around him. And he has decided to annoy me all day. And we have been trying to get him the fly swatter all day, and every time we pick up the fly swatter, he goes away. And I told my son, I said, we need to get him before I go on my live because I know he's going to bother me. And what did he do? He flew in, and if you saw me go like this, he flew and landed on my nose while I was live. That little bugger. And my son is over here laughing his little honey off. And you and I are going to have a come to Jesus meeting when I get off this video because you ain't supposed to be laughing at your mama like that. Anyway, all right.
Delania says, hey.
Hey, Delania. So this is the Tempest, and this is over French Roast, which is a very dark brown. And so the Tempest is there. So what I want to do is on the center molding piece, I put the Tempest in the center here. And then I am, I'm trying to think because we just brought up a whole bunch of other colors, and I looked at this again, and I think I was going to go with Hemlock. No, I know I didn't want Crystal Ball on this one. I love it, but I decided against it. Now I can't. I think it was Hemlock, but I couldn't decide between Alchemy and Wizard. And so let me see here, Wizard.
While you're deciding, Eris, it could be interesting to look into the paints like Penta Black, the one black that absorbs a lot of light.
Yes, the black is the black that's out there. And wow, I would wonder what it would be like over top of that.
And makes it so pretty.
So pretty. Thank you. So Alchemy or Wizard? Alchemy. I'm going to go with Wizard. I just looked at I'm glad my son went and got my board because I was looking. So let me find my purse brushes that I threw on the. Yeah. Again, this is what I carry in my purse. And then I have, I actually carry these all in my purse like this because you never know when you're going to have a painting emergency. And so right now I'm working on another piece that is in front of my cabinet that I keep my artist brushes in, and I couldn't get to it. So I am using my purse brushes. Again, painting emergency. So let me grab into here. Let me get this brush, and I'll use this brush. Grabbing 2 more brushes for my other colors of my super shifters.
Anne from Indiana says, "Hey, lady."
Hey, Anne. So, okay, let's do Wizard and Hemlock. Yeah. These, when they sit for a little bit, you might get I just take them and shake them a little bit. Nothing major. But I do like to shake them. I don't know if it's personal preference or what, but for me, it works for me. And then, okay, this is Wizard. And so what I want to do is this area right in here, I want to do with the Wizard around the Tempest. And then like the wings of this piece, I'm going to do an alchemy. So let me get my smaller brush.
Eric says, "What's the color base of them? Is it like acrylics?"
No, these are like a color shift mica powder in the gilding jewel base. It's a gilding jewel, but it shifts. Like if you look at it from one angle and it'll look purple at this angle, and that's the powder that's in it. And so it's basically it's very much like our gilding jewels, and that's why they're still called jewels, but they say. But it's so weird. Okay, guys, I'm just going to show you. Look, in the container, orange, and I'm still blown away by this. In the container, looks orange, right? Watch. As soon as I put it on that dark, let me show you guys. Does that look orange to you? It's just, I mean, where it's clumping, yes, but as soon as you put it on, and then that's why I wanted to use my brush, was to get them into the little areas that I want this in, and only those areas I want that's in. Make sure it doesn't clump, because this is one of those products that to me, it looks better if it's not clumped up. Where some of the gilding jewels, especially if you're using to embellish, you may want them clumped in areas to show more gold or silver or whatever you want to show. But for these, I've found the smoother you can get them, in my personal opinion, is I like them when they are a smoother base. So there we've got the center with the Tempest, and right around it in the Wizard. And then I am going to grab my Hemlock. And okay, I'll show you guys when I dip it in so you guys can see. Look at this. That's all I'm getting on my brush. I mean, I am teeny bit. Little bit goes a long way. But I love it. And so, ooh, okay. I just put it on there. Can you see? Again, in the container, it looks very, very pink. And there it is. It says Hemlock. But when you put it on, see if I can get it to shimmer. I just did like a one little area right there, and you can see it shifts blue to purple. And so I'm just gonna smooth this out over.
Eric said those two fit very well together.
Yeah, I love it, love it, love it. I have put in the suggestion box that maybe we could possibly get like samplers and have 2 or 3 of them in smaller containers packaged together, because these go such a long way. So that is in the suggestion box. No, not sure if anybody's heard it yet, or if but I have put that in the suggestion. Have put that in the suggestion box. And so just going around, and then you'll be able to see here in just a minute, making sure I get all my clumps off of that side. And then just with that one side done, let's see if I can get it to shift. There you go. You can see how the shift is sometimes really hard to catch it on camera. It's just one of those things. Sometimes you can catch the shift, but it is difficult to catch the little shift on camera. But when you walk by the piece and you have shifters on it as your light hits it and you walk past it. Oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. Oh, Miss Lillian's is having a sale. They extended their Labor Day sale. Uh-huh. I know this because I just placed my order for the month. I place an order every month because I'm addicted and not ashamed. It's worse things that I could be addicted to. So I placed my order today, and the coupon code is Labor Day 15. And so you get 15% off your order if you use coupon code Labor Day 15. So that is something you might want.
Meg says yes, simple sizes, please.
So it's in the suggestion box. It's in the suggestion box.
And Aaron said it must be stunning in person.
I'm loving it. I'm actually thinking that maybe, no, I like the 3 colors in the 3 different areas. I was thinking to myself, maybe I should have just went with hemlock and had the tempest in the middle with the hemlock. But no, I did right. I did. It's really, really stunning. And so we're moving right along. And I guess I can show you because I did it on my practice board. Is that okay? And like I said, no shame in my game. I did this. We were on vacation. A piece of plywood I found somewhere and made me a sample board. So you can see here what it looks like if you clump it up. And so, because I had never played with it before, it was a brand new product. I think I was like maybe the 2nd or 3rd people that actually had it in their hands. And so there wasn't all the other great videos that you see by, Chastity and some of the other ladies that had Tanglewood. Sue has done a bunch of them. And so to talk about this. And so when I made my palette, when I made my sample board, I did goop it up sometimes. And so you can see what happens if you gunk it up, because you can see where I gooped it right there. You can see it's all goopy. And so to make it thicker, you really don't get the shift in that area. And so what I did was I was looking, when I made my board, I was looking at this being 1 coat and then 2 coats. And I was doing it with just finger painting it because I went on vacation and I didn't take purse brushes with me. I was a bad girl. I was like, oh, I'm going on vacation. I don't need my purse brushes. Yeah, I needed my purse brushes. So just to let you know, that's what's going to happen if you goop it up.
There's that's going to be layered if you want a stronger effect.
It can be layered. What I have found is that for me, some people like the 1 layer. I personally like 2 layers until I just did these. On this project, I like the 1 layer of it because it's subtle. I have done 2 layers, and yes, it's a little bit more, but you're not going to get much more of a shift. To me, it's negligible. But it depends upon the project for me. It depends upon how bold you want that back color that is in the shifters as well, whether or not, and I see that fly, I swear, we're going on a fly hunt. Let me see if I can go back a little bit. No, let's see, get you guys right there and see if you can see the shifter. But on these, I really do like the 1 coat. So I'm not saying that you can, I'm not saying that you can't. What I'm saying is that's a personal preference. And I've done it both ways, and I've liked it both ways on each time that I took it. Each time that I did it, and I was like, I want a little bit more. I did a 2nd coat, and it was beautiful. On this one, I am loving the 1 and done, the 1 coat, and having it that way. So it works either way. Any other questions?
Not right now.
Comments? Okay, so because it's me and I haven't basically been in my studio for a couple of weeks, I was supposed to go live last week, and I want to apologize to you guys that I didn't. I'm not sure what happened, but I had a migraine for 8 days, and I could not function. So we canceled my live last week. And so I haven't been back in a couple of weeks, but I am normally on every Monday at 3 Eastern. That's 2 Texas time. And I will continue to be. And you're going to see a lot more of these shifters. Oh my God, I love them. Also, what I'm going to do now, what I was saying with, because it's me, I haven't been in my studio for a couple of weeks, and I opened up my wood glue, and my wood glue is dried out, I guess, in my travels or whatever. I didn't put the top on well enough. And so what I did was I used a different type of glue to put that one on. And so when we run out after we do our live, I have to go get some shopping done. I will hit my favorite Home Depot and grab me some of my wood glue to put my wood glue to. I just use wood glue on these pieces. And so let me see if I can, Austin,
Yes.
let me see if I can just, I'm going to see if these will stay, this one will stay in place if I just set it, because I did mold it to that area.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to wish me luck, guys, because I'm going to take you out of the,
Mixers, paints.
I'm going to take you out of the tripod, which has never gone well in the past. But you see how this one just has the Tempest on it. Just has the Tempest. And then this piece will be up here in the middle. And then what I am doing is the same 4 pieces or 3 other pieces like this one will go here and on this side, and then 2 at the bottom. So that's what we are working on. And it's almost spooky season, guys. And these shifters are absolutely awesome for your Halloween decorations, whether they be stuff that you use out in your yard or stuff that you're using like your home crafting stuff. The stuff would look amazing on some like, oh, vases and crosses. And my mind has just been like, ooh, about what to use these on for my Halloween decorations. So I will be back on next week with Miss Lillian's, again, 3 Eastern, 2 Texas time, y'all. Join me tomorrow night on my business page, the Litter to Glitter, and tomorrow night I will be on Painting with Whiskey and Women at 7 Central, 7 Eastern, 6 Texas time. And so me and this fly gonna fight. Anyway, so much love to you guys. Bye, guys.